Hey guys, welcome back to the AMA Room. We're a group dedicated in giving you quality Ask Me Anything sessions about interesting people and projects in the blockchain industry. I'm your host, CryptoPatSu. For today's episode, I have here with me the Beyond team, headed by their head of growth and creative ecosystem, Dorji Rabten, and their chief business officer, Jeremy Park. But before we go ahead and interview them, here's a short video about Beyond Finance.
Hi.
Hey, hello.
How are you today?
¿Cómo está, right?
Yeah. Yeah, very
Morning.
good. Where are you guys located at?
We're both located in Seoul, South Korea.
Yeah.
Dorji is at a different office that we organize for the Beyond team separately, and I'm at the head office. Our team's quite global, but yeah, some of the core team members are located in Seoul. Maybe my accent is obvious, but I'm actually from Sydney, Australia, born and raised. Actually, it's a big Filipino community there too, actually. Insane. I moved to Korea about 5 years ago. That's when I basically got into this whole digital asset space. I've been working mainly across corporate marketing throughout my whole career. I was actually head of marketing for Live Nation Entertainment, which was like a huge conglomerate for the music side. I've done incubating. I was an investor and a trader myself in crypto, and recently just got involved with Beyond Finance. Yeah, I'll hand over to Dorji.
Yeah, my name is Dorji Rabten, and I've been in Seoul for like 4 years. So I'm an entrepreneur. I started my startup back in 2018. I got into the crypto when it was like going all-time high back in 2017 with 20K for one Bitcoins. And then I was fascinated by the blockchain itself. So ever since I started to work with some of the VC companies back in Singapore who wanted to get into Korean project and vice versa. And then in 2019, I also started my own ICO, which kind of didn't work well because of the market. And then last year when DeFi was like booming or going crazy, a friend of mine, a founder from Beyond, asked me, would you like to join the team? And I was like, yeah, sure. And it's about the synthetics. So that's how I got into this project. And ever since, I've been in the project and having a good time. Although right now it's not a good time. So yeah, happy to answer updates about our project. And it's good to be here. Thank you for hosting us.
Oh, you're welcome. It's our pleasure. Can you tell us more about Beyond Finance?
Beyond Finance is a synthetic-based DeFi protocol. If we look at the DeFi market today, there's been a lot of crypto and non-crypto related users that's been integrating in a vast number. The whole synthetic asset space, it basically represents the underlying asset of a different financial class that people have not been used to having access to. So, for example, this can be anything from commodities to stock to FX. There are similar projects in the space that have been trying to complete this type of protocol. But, our founder and the whole team thought that there was a need for regular users, everyday non-crypto users, have exposure to these assets in a very intermediary or in a very advanced way. With that aim in mind, we started a protocol that allows all users to have access to synthetic assets within DeFi. It's a vision that was started by our co-founders. We had crazy advancement in the span of 3-4 months. We had a complete multi-IDO, I think it was about 5 platforms that sold out within one day, gained a lot of traction. We were able to raise 7.5 million in the space of 2.5 weeks. The reason for that was because I mentioned earlier, we had a vision to have a working product that we could show to the public. So, with a proof of concept, a POC, we got to where we are today. Yeah, and I'll leave the rest to Dorji.
Basically, I'm not from a finance background, whereas my co-founders and founders are from a traditional, they have a wealth of experience in like banking sectors, portfolios. Like you could see our team members in our Medium posts. But for me, like I'm just a crypto guy, right? I'm not really from a finance guy. So in the beginning, I had no idea about synthetics and all. But when I getting to know about the synthetics and derivatives, financial products, right? It's amazing that the vision of making those financial instruments accessible to a crypto guy who doesn't have an access to banking. So in a very nutshell, Beyond is something that disrupting the synthetic movement by giving an access to people who cannot have those US based stocks like, Tesla or Amazon. You're making this access to anywhere borderless within the touch from your MetaMask wallet. So this is something very amazing, and I'm looking forward how this DeFi is disrupting the synthetics. Yeah.
Well, I think for a regular crypto user like me, we wouldn't normally have access to these products. But I'm wondering if Beyond is already live. Has it launched?
The product itself is not live, but currently now we are just in the last.
Almost there.
Oh yeah, we're in the last phase of doing our beta testing. About to go live very, very soon, actually, and we're quite excited.
Do we have a date when it will be live?
Tentatively, we're looking at, depending on some internal QA, most likely early July. So we're only looking at a few weeks, most likely.
Yeah, we're not too far as per our roadmaps. We are to be after this, end of the Q2. As Jeremy mentioned in the beginning, that we had the product proof of concept in the way back then before we started this project, and we proved the concept, it's workable, and we've been iterating through a lot of updates as this the whole DeFi industries are moving to layer 2 and all those things. So we have been exploring, and so far we have invited some of our partners to test, and also we did a close beta testing within the community, within our strategic partners. We got pretty good feedbacks. We're going back and forth with revision and updates and feedback. And very soon we are excited to open up for all our communities to test it. And probably with all those things and with auditing, of course, as Jeremy mentioned, we're looking in the early July. Yeah, we're right on problem time.
It was quite a while ago, Dorji, when we last talked during a chat AMA. That was very early on.
Oh yeah, by that time, we even didn't have our IDO, and we were just exposing ourselves, and then doing all those coming out and let you know that Beyond is here.
That's pretty much like an intro. So from that point up to today, what exciting features or what has changed or developed when it comes to the tech and the product?
We have, improved our UI UX, and even we came up with our hybrid solutions, which is called on-off chain. I believe there is 4 tutorial videos that we have already shared with the community. Maybe they could check our YouTube as well. You could see how the fascinating it is, and in terms of user experience, I'm pretty sure we have improved a lot.
We can't name drop yet, but to quote another big blockchain network company, the reviews were quite positive and very promising, I guess. One of them mentioned that they thought this is one of the best decks they have ever seen. It's only because That's where a majority of our funding and time commitment went to, was to create a DEX version, almost like a centralized exchange user experience. That will probably lead to, we hope, quick mass adoption when we launch. So looking at users from all across the globe, whether they're crypto users or not, that's been our target and that's been our goal since day one.
I'm excited myself to start using the platform. I've been looking.
Yeah, we would invite you guys, and we would like to, invite all the AMA Rooms community and also the backers and investors from X Network Capitals as well. We're very happy to invite. Pretty sure we will get you all, maybe like a few weeks later. Yeah.
Have you tried Binance lately? And they've released stock tokens lately, right?
Yes.
So I guess we're trying to make an easier non-KYC version of that.
Wow. That's pretty big. Well, who would you say your biggest competitor is?
We get asked this question many times, and I don't like using the word competitor because I'll be completely honest and modest in a way. We're trying to create a product that we believe that doesn't exist in the market. In terms of the most well-known or recognized synthetics-wise is probably Synthetics. They've been around and they've actually got huge token metrics, great value. But again, I mean, they do lack in the department that what we're trying to fix is user experience. People that have used it for the first time, even famous crypto bloggers or journalists, they all mention the same thing. It's very difficult to actually learn the steps of going A to Z. What we're trying to do is fix that and offer a solution where people can trade synthetic assets in an easily one-step, seamless manner. So they definitely would consider that number one in the market. But at the same time, we feel like there's market share there where projects have not explored yet. And that's what we're trying to fulfill.
What's great about the space is that everybody has like a contribution. It's like not everybody's like directly competing with each other, but
right. I mean, people even in our community chat, they're like, "Oh, do you consider Binance a competitor now because they're offering stock tokens?" I'm like, no, I think it's great and healthy for the ecosystem. Right. It only motivates us more knowing that the biggest central exchange in the world also feel like these products are going to be in demand. I mean, it's something that consumers are asking for. But if we're talking about people that don't even have access to Binance because of geographical and legal limitations,
right? Yeah.
I mean, we're trying to cater to those people too.
Correct. There's a huge chunk of the market for that. Yeah, but let me just rewind a little bit. Why are people interested in synthetics? Like, is there a really great return in these financial products that we have to be looking into? Like, because for me, like I'm just a regular crypto holder. Like, is it something that I should be looking at, and what are the benefits if I get into that?
Great question. So it's like this. Do you remember when the internet came on?
Yeah.
Everyone was like, wow, everything's going online. And then the internet shifted consumer buying through eBay, through a platform that offered an advanced product within that internet space. So since DeFi is growing at an exponential rate too fast, there has to be some kind of advanced financial product for that space to offer. The DeFi cannot stay where it is now with just staking and liquidity pools and yield farming. It has to offer a little bit more, if not an advanced product for even traditional financial people to come across. So we definitely feel like synthetic is most likely the turning point, or could be a very important factor. At the same time, I mean, you said to yourself, you don't know for sure what the details of what the structure of how synthetics work. You answered exactly our goal. People that don't even know exactly what synthetic assets are, when it becomes mainstream, they're going to want to learn. I mean, it's exactly like your everyday people now. Oh, what is this staking thing in DeFi? I can earn 8% APY, more than the bank. That talk, we believe, in the next advanced stage could be about synthetic assets. Why? Because it offers a vast variety of financial tools and asset classes that when people learn, they're going to want to explore.
It's like the next level.
Definitely.
I mean, this space of the traditional assets and synthetic, it's $1 trillion market there. And for now, that has been only for those rich people, some say. You cannot even access to that. So I think it's very important that, a general people and general users also have those access, right? So with the blockchain being more like, decentralized kind of like philosophy provides an opportunity. That's where all like, people are getting crazy with this. DeFi, because it's so easy, and of course it's a little bit difficult to navigate in the beginning because you have to connect all the smart wallet and all, but once you get used to it, like it's just a matter of time of adoptions. Once it get adopted, and the synthetics getting like access to all those common people, it's gonna be crazy. Amazing.
Right. Yeah. And you have a great community support.
In terms of our like community, we've been growing very gradually, organically. We have now like 14 plus regional community across the globe. Our Twitter has been like increasing and very organic as well. And we are not stopping there. We have to, grow.
Nowhere to go but to grow. All right, so we move to our next portion, which is called Flash Questions. This is part of the interview where we get to know Dorji and Jeremy better. What is your favorite movie? Jeremy.
Wow. Green Mile. It's such a classic. I think I have been watching it like once a week for the last 20 years.
How about you, Dorji?
For me, the pursuit of happiness. So much into dedication and motivation. So I think that was something that stuck with me. Yeah.
No Korean movies?
Well, I like Korean dramas.
The Parasite was really good.
Yeah, Parasite was good.
Yeah,
Parasite was so good.
Coffee or tea? Very simple.
Coffee, black coffee every day.
Ice with the coffee.
Ice coffee. Black coffee, like I know, like it's such a thing there. Black coffee.
Nobody really drinks sugary stuff here. Everyone's into just iced black coffee.
No, but it's so bitter though. Yeah, but
in the beginning,
I think it's because we work long hours, so people need the instant boost caffeine.
Right. Yeah, I see a lot of coffee trucks in dramas.
4 or 5 cafes in every street.
If you could have a holiday anywhere today, where would you want to go?
Maldives. Yeah, I mean, I heard that's limited time, right? As to when that will be available, like the coral reefs and stuff. So yeah, I would want to go somewhere quiet where there's no phone, no tech, no internet.
I don't think that's going to be possible for you guys. You can never go without tech. How about you, Dorji?
For me, I want to explore some of the good islands in Philippines. I believe there are like tons of beautiful places. Jeremy, it's like Palawan, or I don't know. There are so many good.
Yeah, I've been to Boracay a few times.
I was in Philippines, but I couldn't go too farther because of my time back in like 2019. But yeah, I would really love to explore those good islands in Philippines. Yeah.
So many. Oh my gosh. You should also try surfing here. Cats or dogs?
Dogs. I have 2 cats and 1 dog, but I've always been a dog guy.
Yeah, dog. I had a dog back in like 2010s. Like they're so loyal,
Jajangmyeon or jampong? Did I say that right?
Okay. Can I just answer first? I would prefer chicken and adobo, I think, over those.
What?
Yeah, probably jajangmyeon. I'm not a big soupy stew kind of guy.
Oh, okay.
I just wish jampong is a little bit creamy stuff, then I would go for jampong. But then it's kind of spicy, so I will go for jajangmyeon.
Jajangmyeon Club here.
Yeah.
How about TV series or a TV show?
Suits.
Cool.
Yeah, and of course Game of Thrones. I mean, big fan. I've read the book since a long time ago, so those 2 definitely.
I don't really watch the TV series, but I watch the animation manga, so I'm a big fan of One Piece. I've been watching for 1 decade, and it's like, I can imagine this is never ending. It's like one or another interesting episodes coming up. So yeah.
What was the last food you ate?
French toast, scrambled eggs this morning.
I had a pizza. The name of the pizza is called Heaven Pizza.
If you could meet one blockchain personality, who would you want to meet?
By far, for me, I think I'll go with Vitalik. Of course, I don't know Satoshi. I would like to meet Satoshi Nakamoto.
I was going to say Satoshi, only just to pick his brain about how he came up with that concept.
I wish we all know him.
It's pretty cool that he's still anonymous.
Yeah, until today. This is the last one. Your favorite person in the office? or in your company? You can't choose each other, okay?
Yeah, I would say our chief product officer, Kenneth Moon. The guy is so passionate and dedicated to this project. He's just on it 24/7. Even during weekends, I'd be like, "Hey, what do you do to relieve stress?" And he'd just be like, "Work on the project."
Wow.
Yeah, the dedication is insane. I've never seen anything like it. I mean, I've been working around, well, I've incubated a few other big projects too, but yeah, he's someone that's extremely dedicated.
How about you, Dorji? Who's your favorite out in there?
The guy is sitting right there. I mean, ever since Jeremy came on board with the team, I mean, Bjorn has been like doing very great. He's got a wealth of experience in the BD and market setup and all structures or beyond, and we still have a lot of valuable in the project. And he never sleeps.
Pretty much like Kenneth over here.
Yeah, definitely.
You did just release your biggest news ever about Hoibi Ventures.
Yes.
Would like to congratulations on that first and foremost.
Thank you so much.
We just announced, a strategic investment and partnership from Hoibi Ventures, which is the new investment arm of Hoibi Global. Under this structure, the deal includes not just only investment, but full support, development, cooperation, ecosystem growth, go-to-market strategy, PR, and also full support from HecoChain, which is the network via Hoibi. We are the first project to receive this type of deal. So it's extremely special. And this partnership will most likely really allow us to grow further into, I guess, the ideal synthetic asset trading platform in the space. So yeah,
we've been working with Hoibi since 4 months back and forth. It wasn't a very easy. We have a very much of intense because those major exchanges, a lot of things to be considered. And by after 4 months, Jeremy was all the time on that calls, and we are very happy, and we are very kind of celebrating. It's a major achievement for us. It's kind of a kind of the kind of things that we are now entering into that kind of level. And this partnership is strategic. It's not just as Jeremy mentioned with the project, right? But they're more hands-on. And we see this will bring beyond to our next height.
What are the specific next actions that we're going to see with this new partnership?
We'll see a bit of integration also, including users from the Hoibi network and their HecoChain system. We were actually the first product to create a synthetic asset for the Hoibi token, which will be available on our platform. We'll also integrate, Hoibi wallet users. All in all, it will just grow and quickly expand our ecosystem. The Chinese market also of those consumers is a target for us, so that we think with this partnership and this announcement, it's the ideal first step to get traction that way.
Yeah, so this has been in the works for quite a long time. That's a pretty difficult secret to keep.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a lot of speculation and rumors going around because the market has been good for the last 2 days, but Beyond BYN token seems to have been very consistent. I guess people are riding on the rumor and the speculation, but now that we've officially announced, we can already see a bit of a price spike actually.
Very nice. Right. What are the also upcoming major updates and developments that your community should be watching out for in the next 30 to 60 days?
As we mentioned that, in the beginning of the conversation, our beta is finally coming out, and very soon, we are launching our mainnet. That's where, the Beyond BYN, the real, the use case, which is a gateway for synthetic assets, right? When you collateralize BYN, that's the most exciting things. And we welcome all our BYN holders to join us on the platform and, stake or invest or whatever you want to get some synthetic tokens, and then, have a real access to the synthetics derivatives with very seamless, instantly, very less gas. Yeah, those are the things. It's going to be very exciting.
I think when we officially launch in the next few weeks, where people from and the general public will be able to utilize the platform, that should be a huge milestone for us. Hopefully, the feedback will be good. I mean, the internal feedback that we've gotten so far on user experience was very, very positive, and we're hoping to ride on that so that the public has the same reaction.
We also are in discussions with top tiers protocols, and also in continuous with some of the major exchange, so that we give maximum benefits to our users. Those things are coming up, and it's kind of like big top tiers project, so it always takes a long time, but we know what we are gonna do. We know who to contact, we know who to be partnered with. So those are the things that we're gonna release as we progress.
To wrap us up, do you also have a message to your community and everyone who's watching this video?
First and foremost, thank you for all your support. The development team especially have been working nonstop. We were a little over busy about operation wise and development stages, so that our community was eager to hear updates from us as quick as possible. Hopefully with this announcement and the launch of our working platform in the next few weeks, we believe that we would cater to most of our community members, and we look forward to progressing further.
I would like to take this opportunity to thank all our early backers, strategic partners, investors, community, and also our dedicated team holding there in this difficult times, but yet very strong product. We're very excited, and we'd like to quote that synthetic movement is coming, DeFi summer is coming, very strong. And then this crypto is just a beginning. It's just getting started. So a lot of stuff coming up. We still seek your support. We need you guys continuously to have support and feedbacks so that we improve as we progress.
That's it. Thank you so much, Beyond team, for being here, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for your time.
And that's it for today's episode, you guys. Thank you so much to the Beyond team for making this interview possible. If you want more updates about Beyond, you're free to join their Telegram groups and give them a follow on Twitter. I will be placing down all the links in the description box below. I also want to invite you guys to our own Telegram group where we hold chat AMAs almost every day. This is where you get to win prizes while learning all about the new crypto projects. See you there and in our next video. Bye!